For ages, people have looked up at the night sky, wondering about the universe. Back in the 20th century, scientists came up with the Big Bang Theory to try and explain how the universe started and how it's changed. But even though a lot of people accept it, the theory still can't answer some basic questions about the universe. In recent years, new stuff we've found has made things even more confusing. For example, in 2023, the James Webb Space Telescope saw some things that looked older than the universe itself. Experts were stunned, and now they're arguing about whether stars can really be older than the universe. This weird thing makes us question what we thought we knew about space. Does this mean we need a whole new idea about the universe? We'll look at these questions in this video. If you want to hear about cool space news, please subscribe and hit the like button while activating the notification bell. About 200 light-years away, in the constellation AI, there's a star called HD 14283. It's interesting because it moves super fast, at 4,483 kilometers per second. This tells us a lot about its past. A billion years ago, when the Milky Way was still getting made, it crashed into a small galaxy where this star lived. But the craziest thing about HD 14283 isn't its speed, it's how old it is. It's one of the oldest things we've ever seen in space, so people call it Methuselah, like the guy from the Bible who lived for 969 years. At first, people thought it was 16 billion years old, but now they think it's around 14.46 billion years old, give or take 800 million years. This is weird because we think the universe is only about 13.8 billion years old. So, what's going on here? How can a star be older than the universe? This makes scientists wonder if we're dating stars and the universe right, and they're looking into these space mysteries more. To get a better grip on this, it helps to know that it's hard to figure out how old space stuff is. Stars like our sun stay pretty much the same for billions of years, so it's hard to tell how old they are. Astronomers look at small changes in how bright and colorful a star is, and then they compare that to ideas about how stars live. One way to guess a star's age is to see how fast it spins. Just like a spinning wheel slows down, stars also slow down over time. By looking at how fast different stars spin, astronomers have made math formulas to guess how old they are. This method is called gyrochronology. Methuselah is really old. If our guesses are right, it's the oldest star we know of. Instead of wondering if it's older than the whole universe, maybe we should ask if the universe is actually older than we thought. It's hard to imagine how long 13.8 billion years is. If we made a cosmic calendar where the Big Bang happened on New Year's, Earth wouldn't show up until the very end of December, and humans would only be around for the last few seconds of the year. Astronomers figure out how old the universe is by looking at light from stars that formed a long time after the Big Bang. As the universe gets bigger, the light stretches out, which is called redshift. By looking at how far away things are and how much the universe has grown, we think the universe is 13.8 billion years old. But some new research from the University of Ottawa says the universe might be way older, around 26.7 billion years. Professor Rajendra Gupta has an idea that combines an old theory with new stuff in physics. He thinks that protons lose energy over long distances, which goes against what we know about redshift. Gupta says that if we let this idea exist with the expanding universe, we could see redshift differently. Instead of just being about the universe growing, it could be a mix of things. This could change how we guess the age of the universe and help us answer some questions about space, especially the ones that came up because of stuff NASA found. Gupta's work uses an old theory and the idea that some things in space might have changed over time. It's good to remember that our guess about how old the universe is has changed a lot. Back in the 1920s, someone thought the universe was only 2 billion years old. But later, people saw other things that made them think it was way older, eventually landing on 13.8 billion years. Whether humans have been around for 10 seconds or 5 seconds on the cosmic calendar, the universe is still super old. It keeps getting bigger, so we have to rethink what we thought we knew about how old it is. Also, there's some interesting new stuff about our own galaxy, the Milky Way. It looks like stars on the outside of the Milky Way move slower than stars in other galaxies. One idea is that our galaxy doesn't have as much dark matter, which is invisible stuff that helps with gravity. Another idea is that we don't really understand dark matter and how it's spread out. This problem comes from data gathered by the Gaia satellite, which has mapped almost 2 billion stars in the Milky Way. Because of this, astronomers are changing their ideas about how stars act, especially on the outside of the galaxy. How fast stars move helps us guess how big a galaxy is, since gravity depends on how much stuff there is. A recent study says that the Milky Way is around 200,000 billion times the mass of our Sun, which is 5 times less than we thought. This could be because there's less stuff we can see in the Milky Way, which might mean there's less dark matter. But it's hard to guess how big a galaxy is, and there might be problems with the data or how we looked at it. As we learn more, we'll keep watching these changes. In the next few years, new technology and space missions will probably help us understand these space mysteries better. We're not just trying to figure out how old stars or the universe are, but also how galaxies work, what dark matter is, and what makes space change over time. The growing universe is still a big thing that astronomers are studying. But as we get more information, we might find out that the guesses we made before were wrong. One big question is whether the rules of physics are the same everywhere and at all times. Could there be things we don't know about that make galaxies move and stars age? As our tools get better, we might find new things in space that change even our best theories. Scientists know that they might not fully understand dark matter, dark energy, and the basic forces of the universe. Every new thing we find, from far-off galaxies to dead stars, gives us clues about how the universe works. But it also makes us ask more questions, pushing what we know. The idea that stars could be older than the universe, or that the universe might be older than we think, makes us rethink everything about space. It might mean we need new physics, new ideas, and maybe even new ways to look at space itself. It also makes us think about big questions about life and where we fit in the huge universe. If these things are true, it would change how we see space and how we see reality itself. As we argue about how old the universe really is, we're about to make a lot of new discoveries. In the next few years, we might answer questions that people have been asking for thousands of years. Whether it's the idea of older stars or the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy, the universe has a lot of secrets waiting to be solved. To move forward, we need to explore, guess, and keep making our ideas better. So, even if we don't have all the answers yet, the excitement of discovery is just starting. Stay tuned for more news about these studies and ideas. Keep wondering, and who knows what we might find next. If you want to stay up to date with the latest in astronomy and space exploration, make sure to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. As we explore the cosmos, the future holds amazing discoveries. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its great cameras, will change how we understand the universe. It's already showing us new details about galaxies, planets, and other things in space. And this is just the start. As the telescope explores deeper into space, it could find things that change how we think about the universe. One cool thing is looking for planets where life could exist. We're finding new planets that could be good for life, so there's a better chance of finding life somewhere else. Even finding tiny life on another planet would change how we see science and life itself. It would make us rethink biology, evolution, and where we belong in the universe. Also, as we study dark matter and dark energy, we might need to change our physics ideas. These mysterious things make up most of the universe, but we don't know much about them or how they change space. One of the biggest mysteries is figuring out what dark matter and dark energy really are and how they change the universe. If scientists can figure this out, it could give us great new ideas about reality. Besides these space discoveries, we're also learning more about how galaxies act and move. The discovery that stars on the outside of the Milky Way move slower than we thought has made astronomers rethink how galaxies work. It could mean that our galaxy doesn't have as much dark matter as we thought. If dark matter isn't as common as we believed, it could change how we understand gravity and the universe. This shows how new information can make us change our theories, sometimes in big ways. Similarly, if galaxies change in ways we don't know about, we need to think about space in a new way. Could the universe be older than we think? Are there things about its past that we don't understand? Scientists will keep exploring these questions as they get more information from space missions. As these mysteries are solved, it's clear that our ideas about the universe aren't complete. There's so much more to find out, and the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. This makes us wonder and keeps us searching for answers.